This is episode 93 of the Arts Academy podcast with Victor Varnado and Roxxy Haze. How to use AI without feeling like you're cheating.
Welcome to the Arts Academy podcast. I'm Dean Victor Varnado. This is Headmistress Roxxy Haze.
Woo.
Wait, what does D stand for? I forgot.
Deputy Headmistress?
Oh, Deputy Headmistress Roxxy.
Yeah, because you said I couldn't be just the headmistress because that means I'm bigger than the dean.
No, I didn't mean, they would mean you're bigger. It's the same. Like the dean and the headmistress are this. Oh, no, are they? So there's a dean and, I'm sorry. Maybe the dean and the headmistress aren't the same. Maybe you can just be because I think the headmistress reports to the dean. Let's find out right now, and then I'm going to get the podcast started. Hold on, I'm going to just find out if the headmistress and the dean are the same thing.
Okay, I'm actually probably going to try to get on with my phone.
You're going to try to come on with your phone? Okay, got it.
Because I think it might be, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I do want to know about that. Hey, everybody.
We can cut this part out if you want to just hop on your phone and we'll. Are you doing it now? I want to start.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, I'm sending myself the link now.
Okay.
So I could just be a headmistress. Oh, I got a promotion.
Yeah, a headmistress is not is under the dean. It just means you're the head teacher.
Ooh, so I could be the head teacher.
The headmistress and the dean is the title.
Yes, I'm just an HM, baby. Let's go.
Perfect. All right, okay. Let's get started, everybody. Welcome to what?
Oh, I was gonna leave and come back, but you can start it.
Good. Leave and come back, and let's do it. Okay, we're going to. If you're watching live, we're just going to give her a chance to come back so we can start the using AI art section of the podcast. And if you're not watching live, you're not even going to hear this part. So there you go. Way to rock it. Rock it. Oh. Deans are the head of a constituent college. We're about to start the second half. We're going to talk about AI imagery. I don't even know if anybody's there. No. Okay. Let's see what's happening to Roxy. Is she going to come? You know what? We're going to start without Roxy. Welcome to the Arts Academy podcast. I am Dean Victor Varnado. We are going to be joined by Headmistress Roxxy Haze. She is not quite here yet. However, let's go. This is a podcast where we teach artists everything they need to know about the mechanics of business and the art world. The mechanics of the art world and business as it pertains to the art world. So that's what we're going to talk about right now is AI art. As an artist, I want to talk about how you might use AI art. If you are a visual artist like I am, I'm a cartoonist, and I draw daily. I have a New Yorker cartoon. I have a new book. I have a new book called the Anti-Racism Activity Book that you can actually find at antiracism.online. There it is for those people out there in the other in the visual space. Anyway, let's get started with talking about AI art and how an artist might utilize it. Ladies and gentlemen, great. I think it's Roxxy Haze.
Yay! It's working.
All right. So we're talking about AI art and how an artist might utilize it. Do you know a lot about AI art or creation tools?
I don't know a lot about them. I recently used one. I used Lensa because it was kind of trending and I just wanted to see what it's about. And it was cool. I got like 200 images, but I did get I have a lot of artist friends. So I was getting like a lot of kind of angry DMs, which I understand. They were just kind of trying to educate me on why people are upset about AI art, which I can understand. But also, it was like $4. Like, you can't. That was $4. I can't beat that.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset about AI art. I am not upset about AI art because it's just a tool. People used to be upset about Photoshop, like. People used to be upset about Photoshop. It took a long time for people to consider that digital art was art. It took a very long time. People used to be upset before that when people started mixing their own pigments for paint, like when oil paint became a real thing with like super vibrant colors. People were upset at the new medium. Okay, so people who used like natural pigments before oil paints were like, oil painting is cheating. So I'm just saying, like, it's a tool. The world progresses. We should get used to what that means. But what does AI imagery and art mean? Think about this. There's a place for a pencil sketch. Even with digital art, a pencil sketch does not lose value. Okay? If someone's a great sketch artist with a pencil, they can still sell their work, and it's going to be that way forever, because it is a type of art. Art can be categorized in some cases, but the very basics of it is that however you create the art, how it communicates to people is what has the value. That doesn't matter. Like, the medium doesn't matter. If you create a great piece of art, it may be an amazing rendering. You can render it by hand. You can render it as digital art. If you're trying to tell me that AI art is not art, then you're basically saying that digital art isn't art. But I know it's art. It's all about what it communicates. In my humble opinion, I guess I'm not like the end all of artists, but I am a person who is a visual artist, and I make my living at it, and I am not afraid of AI art at all. And let's talk about how people could use it. First of all, let's maybe start with just the basics of AI art creation. So here's a free way that you can test out AI art for yourself right now. There's lots of free ways online, but this is one that is like at least a higher level of free, and it remains free, which is you can go to runway.ml, which is a website that has a video editing app on it. But then they also have an AI art generator, and you can use most of their AI tools for absolutely free, including generating images from scratch, including uploading images of yourself and then altering those images, including taking an image and then in-painting and making the image bigger. By in-painting, I mean you can take an image that may be of a picture of a house, and then you can tell the AI art, show me the entire block that this house is on, and it can imagine and build onto not any image, which is great. Even if it's a drawing, if it's a painting, whatever it is, a photograph, it can, in that style, continue that image beyond the border. But I would say check out Runway ML if you wanted to do that. Have you ever used Runway ML?
Yeah, well, you said it's free.
It is. Well, the AI tools are free. Not everything on the site is free, but a lot of the AI tools are free.
Okay.
All right. So now, when I use AI image creators, I would say the main thing that I do with them is generate ideas. Like, I get ideas or drafts of things. And it's actually very similar to how I use AI writing tools with drafts most of the time. I also use AI tools to make stock images. Let's talk about drafts, and then let's talk about the stock image version of AI tools. So when I'm trying to come up with a concept for a picture, and I do cartoons, so as a cartoonist, I can type in, a man sitting on a sofa with his dog at his feet, if I want to do a cartoon, so I can get different types of composition that I can look at and then decide like how I might want to compose my final piece. This is really it's really interesting because that's actually one of the things that I also use stock footage for. Sometimes I'll look at stock footage for composition, but now I can just type it in. So getting composition or getting a color palette that might be useful without having to sift through things online. That's one of the greatest things that an artist, I think, can get from AI art. Like you can just get composition, a color palettes, and a draft of a style that you might want to try out in your work. If you are using it as stock footage or stock imagery, that is, I think, one of the great uses of it. I use it on my websites. WikiListen's social media all the time. I feel like with AI art, everybody's social media should be crazy amazing right now. Like everybody should just be making just wonderful things on their social media. If whoever you are. And I feel sad that some people are like against the idea. And I'm surprised that they can't see it. The repeating pattern of people who fight against new technology, because that's always in history, and they're always the idiots. But every time they come up and they're like, no way, this is a heresy. Like they're always there, but then later on they're always proven to be the idiots. Unless you can tell me a time when someone was like, let's not do this thing, and they turned out right.
No. But I'm no history buff.
So you have used it for Lens, but you haven't used it for anything beyond that.
No, but I am using like the stuff that I made. Like I used one for like some promo, and I used it for like I'm gonna use it one for like some album covers, and I was actually trying to look more into how to use it and like what's available for it. I do have a question for you though.
Yes.
Do you think, just to devil's advocating it, I had just recently saw a post where they were talking about people are going to like cons and selling their like the AI art. Do you feel like that raises any like ethical issues, or how do you feel on that?
That people are going to cons and selling AI art?
Mm-hmm.
Does it raise any ethical issues?
Well, yeah, that's what they're kind of trying to say. I don't really understand it
why?
fully.
What? But people are willing to buy it,
and that's where I was sitting on it.
Yeah, if
but
people are willing to buy it, how is
like
that a problem?
That's what I feel. I'm like, if people want to purchase it, nobody's making them purchase it.
Yeah.
People are like making books and stuff with it. I get that. It's kind of what you said. Like, how is it? If you're making digital art, it's still digital art. It's a form of digital art.
And if you come up with a prompt and create imagery that really, really works and people like it and you can sell it, great. Do more. Like, do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
I think one of... Oh, go ahead. Oh, no, I was going to say one of the other things people were saying was, and I'm not as versed in it as you probably are, but they were saying like the AI is using essentially stealing people's art styles to create the imagery. And I guess that's where the ethical part may be coming in. Have you heard that? Do you know about that?
I have heard that, where people are upset that the AI is stealing their art style. And I think that it's not the AI, it's the people that are choosing to have the AI work in that style. But even then, it's not any different than people stealing people's art style without AI, because people do that too. And it's not, and if I paid in a picture that looked very much like a Da Vinci, but I'm not saying I'm Da Vinci, I'm saying I'm Victor Varnado, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I personally can paint a picture in any style I want and make it look like someone else's work, like the style that someone else might do. But if I say I made it, me, Victor Varnado, that's not a problem.
So do you think it raises any ethical issues? Like, let's say I'm just trying to figure out like where the ethical issue lies for people. Is it, do you think because maybe people are claiming the art as their own and that's why people are upset, or do you feel like it's because I don't know?
It's fear.
Mm.
It's fear. But I'm not saying that it's not. I get it. It's threatening. It is threatening to think that in 10 seconds a computer can make something that is similar to or excels your own work. That feels threatening. I don't think it's really a threat. I think AI feels like a threat to people who don't understand how to utilize it.
Mm.
And they think that it's suddenly going to replace them. Like if you make covers for romance novels, for like small romance novels, you're in trouble right
Yeah.
now, because AI will come for you. but
Mm-hmm.
but as an artist, like my ideas are bigger than just the how an image is rendered. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
my ideas are bigger than that. And who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe AI will come along and be way funnier than I could ever be, and way better at communicating a story than I can ever. Maybe that's true. And then maybe it eventually comes up with things that are more out of this world and off center than things that I can come up with, because like one of the things I'm known for is coming up with like cool or weird ideas. Maybe AI can do that better than I can too. But then if I have access to that AI, I'm going to use it to make a draft of ideas and then make it even better. So
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it as a problem. I see it as a tool. I do think that I do get that some people are threatened, but if you think about any innovation, people are
Mm-hmm.
threatened all the time. I would never, like Uber. I love Uber. Uber, love it, but cab drivers in general in like New York City, people who you have to wave down, hate it. But the world likes being able to be inside a place, a warm place, and call a car and not have to wait out in the cold or try to wave down a cab in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and having a car come exactly when you want it to, and so you exactly when you wanted to, being able to go out late and then drink and know you can get home safe. The public likes that. The public likes AI art. They like being able to type into things and have a picture show up. The public likes
Mm-hmm.
it, so it's going to stay here. So learn to become part of it. Learn to use it to make your work better.
I agree. I wanted to add this in too. I think a really interesting parallel is when social media started becoming extremely prevalent, and there were a lot of like, we do stand up. There was a lot of stand up comedians that were like, "We hate social media. It's
Yep.
ruining comedy. People
Yep.
aren't gonna be funny.
Absolutely.
All these social media comedians are gonna take our jobs," type thing. But
Yep.
then the smart stand up comedians started utilizing social media, and they became big and they became funny and they were able to make money doing stand up and make money doing social media. So I do agree with what you're saying. It's like, just if you are an artist, use the tool that non-artists are using or just regular people are using, and it can make you even better instead of just fighting it or being angry about it. Like, how can you utilize it to make stuff better?
Yeah, Kevin Hart, anybody? Kevin Hart did that exact
Yeah.
thing. And now he's Kevin Hart.
Yep. Tony Baker came on stage, like all of these people that are making a lot of money, getting a lot of visibility. We're seeing them get all these brand deals, but they still get on stage and do stand up. I think that's the other thing. Like, just because the AI exists doesn't mean, like you said, you can't still draw. You can still do the technical or the old school way. Nobody's stopping you from doing that just because something
Yep.
else exists.
Exactly. I mean, I encourage people to just try it out. Try taking your work to the next level. Cheat. Like if you think it's cheating, try cheating for a little bit with it and use it and see what you can come up with and see if there's a way that you can utilize it, because I think you'll find out that there are good uses for the AI image creation tools. I hope that people, one of the things that I like to do with AI is I like to create memes with AI. Because it's easy. It's so easy to create a meme. You can just draw you can draw, but you can describe what you want to be happening in the picture and then put some text on it and you're done.
That's cool.
If you're a funny person, you could probably like make a lot of funny stuff. A lot. I mean, basically what I do as a cartoonist is make memes, and I would love to like practice ideas with AI. It would be so easy. I'd love that.
Facts.
Exactly. All right. I'm not going to harp on this any longer. We are about at the end of talking about AI image creation. I suggest that you try it for free on Runway ML. I believe Canva has a free AI tool on it too. If you don't know what Canva is basically like an online Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop type thing that's free. And you have a paid version too, but you can use the free version, and that has an AI generation tool. And I think you should try those to try for free. If you want to do something more sophisticated, you can try for Midjourney, which is an AI tool that I really like. I use it for social media quite a bit. You can use Midjourney. You can use DALL-E, which is done by OpenAI, the same people who make ChatGPT-3. And you can use Stable Diffusion, which is great. However, Stable Diffusion, it used to be more complicated to get Stable Diffusion working, but now there are a lot of websites which make front ends for Stable Diffusion, so you can use it in a similar way that you could use Canva. The thing about Stable Diffusion is its whole AI model is open for people to use. Like if you wanted to download Stable Diffusion and use it for free from your computer, you could, and you could use it free forever. The only problem is it's huge. It takes a lot of computing power. It would probably take you 9 days to make a picture at a time. So, but better maybe to use it through one of the online portals in that case. All right. I'm going to say that's it for the show. What do you think, Roxy?
I think so. What do y'all think about AI? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think of AI. This has been the Arts Academy podcast. Remember, you can find us at Alt Arts Academy on all social media and artsacademypodcast.com.
That's our ending song.
Great.
Make sure to visit us at Arts Academy Podcast